What's going on? How's everybody feeling today? We in the building. Hey, it's Mr. Top Flight TV, Top Flight Films, Big Flight. We in the building, man. How's everybody feeling today? What's going on out there in YouTube land? Everybody feeling all right? I haven't been on for a little bit. I got some time today, and I've been meaning to make a video on the topic of reparations because we got a lot of talk going on about reparations. It is election season. I've spoke on it here and there on other posts, other videos. But today I'm gonna try to speak on it. Actually, I'm gonna keep it real, man. My barber, shout out to my homie Red, man. He told me something. He said something to me when I was getting my hair cut, and he said something to me that I'm hearing a lot. Right? I'm hearing this a lot. We're hearing when certain people bring up reparations, it seems that there's a certain group of people. The first thing they say is, "Well, we not gonna get it. They not gonna give y'all no reparations." So that's one reason that brought me here. I'm a big advocate for reparations. I am somebody who feels strongly about reparations. I believe that besides the fact that it's owed to us, right, that I believe that it can help solve a lot of the problems within our community. So let's start here. Let's start right here. What do you Negroes need reparations for? Let me let this ambulance go by. That is the question. A lot of people going to ask. All ethnicities, they're going to, even black people are going to ask, which I find mind-boggling. What are you getting reparations for? Okay, so our ancestors, right? I know, I ain't gonna say our, I'm gonna say mine, because I did my lineage, right? I know where my peoples came from. My grandmother picked cotton, dog. You understand that? My grandmother. So my family is originally from South Carolina, where a lot of slaves were at. So I'm gonna keep it short. I'm gonna try to keep it brief and not be long-winded. America enslaved black people. You got it? America built the wealth. The reason why America is great, or was great, because the shit ain't really great no more. But the reason why America was great is because of black folks. They used us for free labor. We were the first commodity on Wall Street. Do y'all know that? You know the first commodity sold on Wall Street? You know all these billions and these billionaires and all this wealth and richness and all these corporations and big CO5, I mean, just the whole big situations that go on out here, all of this multi-million, billion, trillion-dollar wealth that goes on out here is because of us. Do y'all know that? All this stuff was built on the back. If it wasn't for us, it would be no America. See, we got here, and a lot of us were here before this thing was even called America. We're the only non-immigrants. Black Americans, foundational black Americans, are the only non-immigrants. We're the most American motherfuckers on this land. We're the most patriotic people on this land. And it took me a long time to realize that, because I was lost in the sauce and I was in my feelings and I was angry. But what people don't understand is all of this shit is because of us, because of our ancestors. They didn't get any payment. Okay, so when the slave owners' family, right, when they built their massive wealth and they passed it down from generation to generation to generation to generation, and this generational wealth is still around. You know what we got passed down? We got passed down generational poverty. We got passed down psychological damage, right? Post-traumatic slave disorder. Right? This is all factual, man. You dig? Slavery was not only physical, but it was mental as well. It was a mental thing. It was an emotional thing. When they would string up, a black man or a black woman, they would make all the slaves watch, right? So the fear can get into the rest of the slaves. So beyond that, we're gonna stick with reparations. We can go into the history and the nature of slavery another time. But the point is, everything that our ancestors have done has been for free. We've never been paid for. So when I hear other black people say shit like, well, they ain't gonna give it to y'all. When I hear them say shit like, why don't you stop asking for a handout? Let me ask you a question. If you're straight, you got money, right? You got a job, you got a business, and you loan somebody, right? You loan them $500. And then they say to you, hey man, it's time to pay them back, pay you back. And they say to you, hey man, look, why you asking for a handout, dog? You should be working on other things. That's the same thing. That's the same thing, dog. That's the same thing. So the thing is, we're not asking for any handouts. This is not a handout. This is a debt that's owed. They even promised our ancestors 40 acres and a mule. Do y'all know that? Y'all don't want y'all 40 acres and a mule? I'm talking to, because I've had several conversations with different people, and I've been online and I've been hearing, especially the Pan-Africanists, they are so against reparations, and I have no clue why they would be against something that their ancestors worked for. Do you believe your ancestors would not want you to at least attempt to get the payment that they work for free? Do you honestly believe that your ancestors would say, forget about it? Do you think your ancestors would say, forget about it? Nah, don't worry about it. Just do your thing. We're already doing our thing. My man Ray Minnick, hold up, shit, what'd I do? My man Ray Minnick, I lost your comment. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Where'd your comment go? God damn it. I want to ask y'all again, to the people who don't feel like it's a need to demand reparations, or they don't feel like they should ask for reparations, or we shouldn't. Do you believe your ancestors, the ones that was in the field working, the ones that built this shit, do you believe that they would want you to just say, nah, forget about it? I know for a fact. See, the reason why I feel strongly about this, because my ancestors, they talk to me, right? And some of us, the ancestors are speaking through, and we're speaking up about the shit. You see what I'm saying? So we are demanding reparations, whatever that looks like, whether it's online, whether it's in a city council, whether it's in a legislation. There's legislation on the books right now, California, and other places. The momentum is going right now. The reason why I'm making this video is because right now we're at a pivotal stage where there's enough talk about reparations where we can get it popping. We can get it popping. And you got Pan-African niggas, and you got other people like, well, nah, but what we gonna do that for? Nigga, you don't want to unleash, you're not going out of your way. It's not like you're gonna go out of your way just to say, yeah, I stand for reparations. You're not going out of your way. It's not like you gotta go and change your life. All you gotta do is say, yeah, I stand for that. I'm not voting unless if everybody did that, guess what? We would get it. Nobody that I know is sitting at home on the couch waiting for a check from reparations. Nobody's at home on the couch doing nothing, right? Waiting for the government to pay. And that's who owes. See, people say stuff like, well, I didn't have slaves. People say, I didn't have slaves. I didn't own slaves. But guess what? The U.S. government did. And that's who we're demanding reparations from. The U.S. government. Okay? Because we helped build this great, beautiful country, right? Our ancestors did. You understand? And they never received compensation. So do we want to have justice? We've been told certain things throughout the years. But do we really want to have justice? At some point, see, the Native Americans, they got their reparations. The Japanese Americans that were in internment camps, they got reparations. The Jews got reparations, right? Who else got reparations? I forgot somebody else. Everybody else got reparations but us. I saw a video with Dr. Umar, right? And I just did a video on Umar the other day questioning him. And I'm gonna answer your question in a minute, though. I gotta look for it. I don't know where it went. But Umar was breaking down how the Asians have a stock in America. They have a section of America that they own. They have a business that they have locked down. The Indian, right? Different groups have a stake here in America. A section of the financial world that they have in a chokehold. Guess who doesn't have jack shit? I know you niggas don't care. I know y'all don't care. We've been trained not to care. We've been trained to say, hey, well, shit, I got mine. We've been trained to say, well, hey, I got mine. I'm good. I don't really need. No, but we're talking about everybody. We're talking about everybody. We're even talking about the ancestors that have passed, right? They need to be compensated. And we're here. That's what we're here for, because we are our ancestors. You dig? So yeah, June 15th, I'm going to a rap. I think I got it right here. No, I got it. I got the comment right here. Boom. Nah, is that it? Where is it? I see. All right, so my man Ray Minnick says, as a white man, I truly think reparations are a must. It needs to just get done, so maybe that will help this country finally move. I like your thinking, Ray, and that's respectable, right? I respect that, right? See, if you want to know if somebody's racist, right? If you want to know if your homeboy is racist, ask him how he feels about reparations. That will give you your answer, right? People who aren't racist, I believe, they say that we deserve reparations. Not that we're waiting for people on the outside to tell us this, because we already know. But that's very honorable for my man Ray to say that. He's a white man. And he said that he believes that reparations are a must. Absolutely. And I believe we could possibly move forward, because America needs to make amends, man. You know what I'm saying? They need to make amends for what they've done. They've never made amends for what they've done to our ancestors. And nobody's mad or angry. We're simply talking business, okay? We're talking business, man. If you look around, I think it's Johnson & Johnson. I think it's, what's the other big corporation? It's a bunch of big corporations that started their billion, trillion-dollar industries off of free slave labor. And it needs to be paid up, simple and plain. So the Pan-Africans that seem to be against reparations, y'all's plan, whatever y'all plan is, where's your plan, dog? What do you have on the table? Go back to Africa? Is that your plan? To go back to Africa? Come on, man. Come on, dog. All right, so, you know, regardless, we're going to keep demanding it. Whoever with us is with us. We still getting money in our everyday life. It's not about getting a handout, right? We're the only people on this earth that don't want anything. Every other group is asking for stuff. When it comes election time, this is what's wrong with you niggas. This is what's wrong with you niggas. Every election season, every group asks for something for their group. Right? You niggas don't want nothing. Not only do you not want nothing, but you'll tell us, hey, what are you asking? What are you asking for stuff for? What? The LGBTQ, they ask for stuff. The Latino community, they ask for stuff. They have demands. Everybody has demands except you niggas. Y'all so easy to pacify, right? But it's some of us that we're gonna ask, we're gonna demand, we're gonna not participate in the voting process, right? If we don't get what we demand. And I wish you niggas would get on board and get on code. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas is way off code, man. You know what I'm saying? So June 15th, we in DC. The rally for reparations. It's also a Juneteenth celebration. I go to show my support. I'm going to show my support. I went last year. I went the last year that they had it. It was a great feeling, man. It was a real intense feeling to be around a bunch of people that stood for some shit. You dig? So June 15th, man, Freedom Plaza, DC. They got Big Daddy Kane performing. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, that is what it is. You know, Big Daddy, hey, salute Big Daddy Kane. They got some speakers. You know what I'm saying? RZA Islam. You know, he's pseudo, but I don't even want to say his name on YouTube, but because they might ban me, huh? But RZA Islam, shout out to the big homie Tariq Nasheed, Dr. Mayat. If you don't know who Dr. Mayat is, you should tap in, man. She's from Baltimore. It's a bunch of other speakers, man. I think the power, the energy was so powerful last time. I know it's gonna be 10 times more packed this year. You dig? So we out there, man. June 15th. I need you to do me a favor though. I need you to tell me why you're against reparations in the comments. If I get enough comments, I'll come back and do another video and answer the questions. You dig? So I hope everybody having a good day, man. It's a beautiful day. I'm about to get to work. I'm somewhere in Winchester, West Virginia, ready to knock out a shoot. And yeah, we out of here, man. Peace. Boom.